Okay, what's up, everybody? Good morning. Welcome to a Thursday edition of Morning Scone presented by Brock, the Baton Rouge Orthopedic Clinic, Parish Construction and Roofing. If you need an orthopedist, go to Brock. You need a roof, you call Parish. Unique physique and unique aesthetics and wellness. Restored Motions, restoredmotions.com. And Bocock Brothers Premium Cigars. Use the code MAT15, MAT15, MAT15 for 15% off your order. Okay, good morning, everybody. Hope your week's been going great. Hope your Thursday's off to an awesome start. More confusion around LSU and their leadership. What a day. After it looked like Verge had been named the full-time AD after dropping the interim tag, it turns out we were just actually having a game of semantics where apparently the new president of the university doesn't understand that dropping the interim tag means you're hiring the person full-time. Either he didn't understand that or he does understand it and is just lying to us. But I don't want to call the man a liar because I've never met him. So that's unfair for me to say that. My guess here is something happened Tuesday night. Between Tuesday night and Wednesday morning, something happened to make him reconsider Verge as the full-time AD. I don't know what it is, but something happened, and now he's trying to walk it back, and it's clumsy. So here we go again. Anyway, all right, please smash the like button if you would, subscribe to the channel, Facebook, like the page, share the post. Talked about it yesterday on AFR. It's the subject of today's Locked On. If you want to Locked On LSU, if you want to check that out. Meantime, LSU in about, a little more than 48 hours is going to tee it up, kick it off in Tuscaloosa against Alabama. So we'll see the Tigers take on the Tide. Whit week's doubtful. I've been telling you all that for weeks now. No pun intended. But that Whit was doubtful. The optimistic point of view would be having back for Alabama. Never really thought that was realistic. So you go into this game very likely without Whit Weeks again. That's disappointing. You'd love to have him in this game. You'd love to have him all along. I think there is certainly a correlation with your last two games struggling that the way you did, and especially against to defend the quarterback and not having Whit on the field. I'm not saying it's Devon Keys' fault. I'm just saying, you're absent one of your best defenders. So who plays in the front seven and who's really good at defending sideline to sideline. So I think that's certainly a part of what they're missing. You want a reason for optimism, though, man? The more I dig into this game, Bama and Clemson are basically the same team. And you went on the road and won that one. I know Clemson's not having a great season, but I just mean functionally how they do what they do, talent level, all that stuff, very similar. So you fared well in that one. See how the Tigers do Saturday. All right. Please smash the like button if you would, subscribe to the channel, Facebook, like the page, share the post. LSU basketball wins their season opener last night. They blow out Tarleton State at the Maravich Center. So 1-0 for Matt McMahon's squad. Now, Tarleton State is not good. But that was a 15.5. The line was 15.5, and LSU won by 36. So good to see. I had it. I wasn't locked into it. I did have the game on. How about Max McKinnon? 19 points. DJ Thomas at 16. 16 and 8. So, McKinnon's the shooter they added via the portal. So, he's a Australian who they got from Portland. So anyway, all right, here we go. Let's say some good mornings. Hey, Jacob, good morning. It's like LSU takes one big step forward, then 3 steps back, unfortunately. Hey, Kelly. Hey, Ben. Good morning. Let's see. That's Survivor's Remorse. Let's see. The point I was making about Nuss, BK and Scott having the same agenda is its conflict. Who's to say BK wasn't told to continue playing a struggling Nuss when BK is known to pull? What are you? I don't know what you're talking. What are you talking about? Like, that doesn't make a lick of sense. Like, you think that, like, who do you think was telling Brian Kelly to play? Like, who do you think was telling Brian Kelly to play Garrett Nuss? Like, that's just no offense, man. That's just stupid. Like, I'm not saying you're stupid. That is stupid. I don't have the. I'm just gonna move on. Like, some of y'all, Christ Almighty, some of y'all are insufferable. Tiger Poppy, good morning. Lutcher Will, good morning. Hey, Jason, what's going on, man? Jesse Brown, good morning. Hey, Brian, we're going back to the cellar. Maybe time to get behind Tulane. Hey, what if Tulane's coach becomes LSU's coach? Then it just flips, right? Tulane got waxed last week, man. Good morning. Is it just me, but when Frank Wilson speaks, I hear Les Miles? No, I don't hear Les Miles. Frank does have like a slower cadence where he'll talk and then pause and then go to the next point and then pause. I don't think that's Les Miles. Les had a weird syntax, man. That's not. Let's see. Thomas, morning, Matt. 104.5 days till we tie the Jingle Gate record. Let's go. 104.5. I love that. Hey, Brad, good morning. What's the difference between chancellor of the university and the president? So the president oversees the system. I don't think people maybe don't understand. Like so the system has the LSU system, the Louisiana State University system has multiple campuses and 2 teaching hospitals as well. So the president oversees the whole system. The chancellor oversees the academic side of the main campus in Baton Rouge. There had been a chancellor up until 2012, and then they combined the roles of president and chancellor. And so there had not been a chancellor at the LSU campus since 2012. That's, by the way, I like that idea from Dr. Roos. Like, I agree. I think it would be really difficult for to run the entire system and oversee the Baton Rouge campus. So, yeah, I do like having a chancellor in place. Pelicans on a win streak. They are. Pelicans won last night. They beat Dallas. Any positive left tackle news? Yeah, so they are. Carius Kern's improving, so he's questionable for the game. So we'll see. Let's see. LSU embarrassed Ausberry all over again. Made him the fall guy. We need 30 for 30 for this mess going on. Landry didn't approve of the hire. I don't know that I would say fall guy. Maybe we're having a semantics conversation. I don't know that fall guy is the right way to say it. But I do hope to have a conversation with Dr. Roos, either on the record or privately, or someone on that staff, to try to get an explanation as to what happened. And I don't think they're going to shoot me straight. I think it's going to be the same thing that, like, when the governor's people reached out to me, they're just going to try to hammer their point, which I know their point, and it's ridiculous. And I'm not going to buy their BS. So, like, I just want a real answer. And I don't know if they'll get it, but we'll find out. No, I think it's beautiful. No. Well, your hair is on the other side. Huh? Okay. Hey, Jeffrey, good morning. What a mess. Daniel, LSU has bigger problems in football right now, bad leadership. It's true. Hoping that would be solved with all these hires, but not so. Hey, Darren, good morning. Are the inmates running the asylum at LSU? No, I mean, that saying means like the people internally would be making all the decisions, like the employees would make all the decisions. That's the inmates who are running the asylum. I just think you just have a void in leadership. Um, well, you have clearly had a void in leadership. You had an president. You know, you forced out the AD. Just not good. Hey, Melanie, I'm confused with everything. I've been at LSU since I was born. This puts a horrible taste in my mouth. Can only imagine what the outside world thinks. I mean, I think all of this, all these comments are hopefully an illustration to the decision makers that they need to get their stuff together. Like if I was advising them, the first thing that I would advise them to do is stop talking. Stop talking. Like, don't talk. Don't do interviews. Don't do press conferences. Just stop talking. Like, one of the things, I've told you all this before, one of the reasons Scott Woodward was very good at his job is he understood that when he got hired, he told members of the media, like, I don't want to go on your show. I don't want to be on TV. I want the coaches and student athletes to be the face of our athletic department. If you have questions, I'll answer whatever I can, to whatever degree I can, privately. But that gave him the cover to go work and build relationships and do deals in a way that wasn't so public. I mean, just think about the Brian Kelly hire, regardless of how it transpired or what happened over the last 4 years. But Brian Kelly, nobody's talking about Brian Kelly. We were all focused on Lincoln Riley, and then boom, Brian Kelly's a coach. Like, that's what having tact, being tactful can do. You know the right people to call, you know how to move covertly and get things done without people knowing what you're doing. It's important. Like, tell them what they need to know when they need to know it. That's it. You don't need to see how the sausage is made. They just need to stop talking, y'all. Verge should walk. Napoleon messed up. Send him to Elba. Verge isn't going to walk. Verge has been at LSU his whole career, wants the job, and I hope ultimately it gets to the point where he does land on the job still. This is true. And so I said this in Locked On today. Like, I think this is one of the things that most people would agree with is most people don't care who the LSU system president is. Most people don't care. 99.9% of the people in the state didn't go to LSU, but everyone cares about the football program or the athletic department. So, just remove yourself from all the conversations about the athletic department. Like, go run the university, the system, and stop talking about the athletic director, the football coach. I mean, it's the thing everybody wants to know, but stop talking about it. Everyone's not entitled to answers about how everything's going. Hey, Patrick, good morning. Java in my mug. Mandeville High scored second overall. Okay, sixth in the entire competition. That's fantastic, man. Congratulations. Glad y'all had a safe trip and glad everybody had a good time and did really well, man. Great to hear. Hey, Aaron, good morning. Club, what up? Trivia, good morning. Tiger Diver, morning Scone. What debacle will LSU bring us today? Don't look now. The Pels are going hot and making a run. Jason, what's up? Suck it. You know what? Speaking of, let me go turn off Drew's sound machine. Hang on.
Parrish Construction and Roofing. At Parrish, we've got you covered. From the top of your roof, all the way
This shirt feels big and flowy. It's weird. This used to be a really tight shirt. Stuff fits. Anyway. All right. All right. Please smash the like button, subscribe to the channel, Facebook, like the page, share the post. Glad to have you hanging out with us here. Remember, if you need North Peters, go to Brock. You need a roof, give a shout at Parish. The Parish 12 Days of Christmas live. Let me go ahead and if you go to the homepage, I'll just share the link. We're excited about this. Parish Construction Roofing and DuplessisBuilders.net. Duplessis Builders each committing $1,000 to a family in need, so $2,000 total, $1,000 from Parish, $1,000 from Duplessis. Ruckus is giving shoes for a family, and then Christmas Specialty Food is providing Christmas dinner. And so we're calling it the 12 days of Christmas. We'll have 12 winners. So 12 different families will get the $2,000, the shoe vouchers, and the Christmas dinner. So if you know a family in need for the holidays, we're taking submissions all throughout November, and then we'll choose our winners there at the beginning of December for 12 days, announcing a new winner for 12 straight days. So anyway, I just put the link in there. So if you know anybody, please help us spread the word. Anybody who could maybe use a brighter Christmas for their family, we'd love to help. Parishbuild.com. Let's see. Let everyone know Verge is responsible for football hire just in case it goes bad. Are you surprised Austin isn't part of the 5? Yes. I am surprised at that. I mean, Austin Thomas is your GM. I thought for sure he would be on that committee. Someone else asked me the other day. I wrote it down too, and I forgot to ask the question. Someone asked me about Verge something. Oh, it was about Austin, and then get Weeks' draft grade. Those are the two things. Beezy Fashizi. I get the uproar, but is there a chance y'all, the media, carry some of the blame? You said yourself, nothing has been officially released by LSU. So Beezy Fashizi, sometimes you need, no, hold on. So sometimes, no, hold on. That's, let me explain. When everyone starts releasing something at the same time and releasing the same thing at the same time, where do you think that's coming from? By the way, Beezy, Dr. Roos, confirmed it twice yesterday. Once in the interview with Piper Hutchinson, once on WWL, that he's dropping the interim tag. He's confirmed that he's dropping the interim tag. So, no, that's not the instance. They wanted that news out, which is why they called everyone, me included. Me, the Advocate, Ross Dellinger at Yahoo, Pete Thamel at ESPN. You saw it all over at the same time? All over and all the different... What? You just think magically everyone happened to stumble upon a source who gave them the right information at the same time? And he confirmed the news. He confirmed the report twice yesterday. Yes, they're dropping the interim tag. He, Dr. Roos, is the one sitting here saying, well, I dropped the interim tag, but I don't know the difference between interim and permanent. Really? Come on. Open your eyes. Ever since Weeks and Landry Kiffin went public, nothing good has happened to LSU football. That's where you would say correlation does not equal causation. Clayton, good morning. There it is. Brian. Pork Allen Pat. Morning, everyone. I want to bleepity bleep so bad. I shaved my head to politicians at least 6 times a day. Hey, Fred. I thought Roos was trying to say nothing is permanent. We'll discuss the contract after he hires a coach. The way it came out is that he is interim. But that's what he's saying. Like he is saying that Verge is not the full-time athletic director. He's the acting athletic director. So he's the interim. Again, that's semantics. Call it interim, call it acting, call it what you want. The point is, he doesn't have the job on a full-time basis. That's what Wade Roos is saying. That's what he said yesterday. But when you drop the interim tag, you, me, all of us know what that means. When someone is the interim something, you drop the interim tag, they have the job full-time. Like, call it permanent, call it full-time. We all know what it means. I'm not saying it's permanent, meaning it'll never go away ever. Of course, like there are contracts and things like that that'll be discussed, but like we all know what that means. Hey, Jason, the Bass News Birds won their second game. Dale, matter of time before I can cash ticket on this under 5.5 wins for the Saints. Smart play. Hey, Robert, on the Verge decision, how much of this do you think is title line issues of the governor behind the scenes? I don't know. I'm not going to speculate on that because I don't know the answer to that. And I don't have a strong opinion. But what I do think, like when you just start asking logical questions, so to the guy earlier, LSU made sure word got out that they dropped the interim tag on Verge. They wanted that out. Roos made that decision, and they put it out. They wanted it out, okay? That's why everybody had it at the same time. And then the next day, Roos is backtracking. Like something happened in that time period. Something like logically, you don't have to be Perry Mason. That's a dated reference. You don't have to be Sherlock Holmes. Whatever. You can understand that, right? Like he's confirmed. He drops the interim tag on Verge. They push the news out there to all the outlets. Everyone has it. Then the next day, he's, we dropped the interim. Yeah, we dropped the interim, but that doesn't mean he's got the job. We'll assess it later. I can't make that decision in 8 hours. I'm sorry, what? So that's what I want to know. And I'm trying to get that answer to like, what happened in those 8 hours, those 15 hours. But the Pellies, they did win another one. Hey, Glenn, is it possible something else brewing that would cause the amateur hour yesterday? Maybe. I don't know. I'm being very candid. I don't know the answer, and I don't know Wade Russo. I can't even guess to that. I've never met him. I'm going to try. I'm already been contacted several times to speak to him or someone on his staff or something like that today to try to see if I get answers on this. Keith, new president was talking about stability. Now he's backtracking on Verge, being full-time AD. Doesn't seem very stable to me. That's the point. Let's see. NELA Tiger Boys, good morning. Hey, Weston, morning. Do you think recruits pay attention to the president AD woes? No, I don't think recruits care a lick about that. I think they do want to know who the coach is going to be, obviously. So all of this is interwoven. So that's to say, you can still get it right. Like all is not lost. You're going to hopefully hire a coach in about a month from now, or in less than a month, and maybe they nail that hire, and you keep this recruiting class together, and you assign a killer portal class, and you're off and running for next year. That all can still happen. That still very much can happen, but it's more challenge. They're making it more challenging to hire a coach. Because I'm telling you, this isn't a guess. I'm telling you, because agents call me and I'm telling you, there are people who are like, I don't know if I want to steer my client there. Like, what's going on? That's a thing. That's a real thing. So they can fix it. They have time to fix it. And LSU is still very desirable. So they can get it on track. They just need to stop talking. Hey, Brendan, good morning. Is LSU's new president? I'm not going to call the man stupid. He's a PhD. Paul, good morning. Steve, good morning. For those of us non-insufferable, for those like us non-insufferable, we feel your pain. Hang in there. Have a great. Is Whit going to play another game this year? Oh, I am way behind on comments. Oh gosh. I think he will. Let me put it to you this way. I think he will be cleared to play before the end of the year. Does he return? I hope so. I think the bigger question for Whit is missing all the time he has this year. Does he come back next year? Considering probably his draft stock is, I'm sure, low. I know a lot of PhDs that like common sense. Liking common sense is one thing. The guy said he's stupid. I'm not gonna say you're stupid. Like that's not. Raymond Alford, good morning. Scott, Samantha's clearly being played like clarity communication, big problem. Permanent, temporarily. the permanent intermediate. Cully, morning. Does every passing day that we do not see Kiffin sign an extension at Ole Miss show sign him looking to move? I don't know. I can see how you'd arrive at that conclusion. I guess I haven't thought about it much because I haven't necessarily paid a ton of attention to his contract situation at Ole Miss. I'm sure they'd like to sign him to an extension, and I'm sure he could say, "I'll wait to the end of the year till we have those conversations." But maybe, sure. I mean, if he signs the extension, like, Kurt Cignetti at Indiana signed an extension during the season, sure. Michael, I think players and parents care about AD stability, at least you would have in the 90s. Adrian Jean, good morning. Has anyone considered perhaps Verge Ausberry doesn't want to be the AD? He may be like being interim. Scott, that is definitively not the case. I can tell you with absolute certainty, Verge Ausberry wants the job. He has applied for the job the last 2 times it was open. He was a finalist last time and didn't get it. He wants the job. Okay. Like, don't get that twisted. Okay. All right, let's go. Y'all have a great day. Locked on LSU's live, AFR3. Check out all of our great sponsors, please. And I need to go change it. This is way too flowy. Erica said the shirt wasn't too big. This is way too big, man. I need to go change my shirt. All right, y'all have a great day.